In the shadows where true power whispers, have you ever noticed how the most dangerous men avoid certain places, like poisoned wells? They move with cold certainty, never stepping into traps that swallow the ambitious whole. I have studied the game for decades. Today I reveal the 6 forbidden territories Machiavelli himself would burn from your life. Enter if you dare. The first is the court of flattery. It smiles with warm lies and sweet poison. Every compliment is a blade wrapped in silk. Every agreement is the slow tightening of chains around your neck. You begin to crave their praise like opium. Reality fades, enemies smile widest while they prepare your end. The prince who cannot stomach harsh truth becomes a puppet dancing on strings pulled by smiling courtiers. Flattery is tasteless venom. It convinces you that you are beyond reproach while the knife slides between your ribs. Burn this court inside yourself. Reward those who wound you with truth. Silence the sweet voices that only echo your ego. True allies challenge you. Parasites only applaud. Choose wisely or prepare for betrayal in the dark. The second forbidden place is the theater of applause. The crowd cheers loudest for those they will hang tomorrow. Their love is transactional. Their loyalty evaporates the moment you stop entertaining them. Crave their adoration and you become their slave. Every decision becomes performance. Every truth becomes diluted. The wise ruler never needs universal love. He chooses respect forged in fear when necessary. Step off the stage. Rule yourself first. The crowd will forget your sacrifices and demand your head soon enough. Those who live for approval betray themselves daily. They shape their soul to fit the loudest voices. Real power demands the courage to be hated. Stand alone if you must. Sovereignty is worth their temporary rage. The third deadly territory is the circle of the familiar. Those closest to you know exactly where to strike. Family, old friends, longtime partners. They wear the mask of safety while sharpening knives in the shadows. Envy grows strongest in the shade of your success. Blood does not guarantee loyalty. History does not prevent betrayal. You forgive too easily. You lower your guard because they would never, but they can, they have, they will. Test those nearest you more ruthlessly than strangers. Familiarity is the perfect camouflage for manipulation. Love them if you wish, but observe them coldly. Trust is earned daily, never assumed by proximity. The unguarded circle becomes a cage. Complacency waters the seeds of your quiet destruction. Guard the gate. Watch their silence when you speak of greatness. Notice who diminishes your fire. The fourth forbidden realm is the marketplace of ideals. Here men trade principles for status and applause. Moral posturing becomes currency. Virtue is performed, never lived. Truth bends to whatever tribe offers power. The loudest moralists are usually the greatest hypocrites. They weaponize righteousness to dominate and shame. Enter their arena and you accept their rules. Your words will be twisted, your nuance punished. Hold your convictions privately. Live them with iron discipline. Never trade them for belonging. Silence is often the most powerful response. Walking away preserves your mind better than any shouted victory. The fifth trap is the counsel of the indecisive. Endless debate dressed as wisdom. Caution masking cowardice. They speak in perhaps and maybe while opportunities rot. Hesitation is not prudence. It is slow death. Fortune does not favor the cautious. It favors the bold who act while others freeze in analysis. No empire was built by men who needed perfect certainty. No throne kept by those paralyzed by fear of error. Surround yourself with those who choose, who accept risk, who stand by their decisions when consequences arrive. Indecision invites others to choose for you, and they will never choose in your favor. The final and most treacherous sanctuary is self-pity. It waits inside you with open arms when the world strikes. It offers comfort in failure and excuses in defeat. It whispers that you are the victim, forever blameless. Self-pity replaces strategy with complaint, responsibility with blame, action with comfortable inertia. The man who indulges it becomes his own assassin. He rehearses excuses instead of plotting his return. The world does not reward the wounded who weep. It rewards those who stand again, sharper than before. Burn this sanctuary. When betrayed, learn. When defeated, rise. When humiliated, remember and grow dangerous. Rage is more useful than tears. Planning vengeance beats praying for pity. Power flows to the relentless. Self-pity is the silent agreement to remain broken. These 6 places seduce the weak and destroy the strong. They wear the face of comfort, safety, and righteousness. Avoid them at all costs. Burn them from your life with cold discipline. True power begins the moment you refuse to enter these traps, the moment you choose sovereignty over approval. The man who cannot be flattered cannot be controlled. The man who does not need applause cannot be enslaved. The man who tests the familiar cannot be betrayed easily. The man who rejects ideological markets keeps his mind free. The man who acts decisively cannot be paralyzed. The man who refuses self-pity cannot be broken. This is the dark path. Few have the stomach for it. Fewer still walk it to the end. But those who do become untouchable. They move through the world like shadows with purpose. They speak less, observe more, strike with precision, and never apologize for their strength. The game rewards the clear-eyed, the ruthless, the unbroken. If these words cut deep, it is because something ancient inside you already recognizes their truth. You were never meant to live among the comforted. You were built for something colder. Choose your sovereignty. Reject the 6 traps. Become the man others fear to cross. The court of flattery will starve without your hunger for praise. The theater of applause will lose its performer when you leave the stage. The circle of the familiar will be forced to respect boundaries or be kept at distance. The marketplace of ideals will shout into emptiness when you refuse to trade your soul. The council of the indecisive will watch you move while they remain frozen. The sanctuary of self-pity will collapse when you deny it entry. This is not kindness. This is survival. This is power. The world is not fair. It never was. Stop expecting it to be. Take what you need. Protect what you have built. Strike before they strike you. Machiavelli understood human nature in its rawest form. I have lived it. Now you see the map of forbidden places. The choice is yours. Walk softly, speak little, observe everything, trust almost no one, and never, ever enter these 6 territories again. The man who masters avoidance becomes unstoppable. He does not react. He decides. He does not seek love. He commands respect. In the end, only the dangerous survive. Are you ready to become dangerous? The shadows are watching. The game continues. Choose your path with cold clarity. Reject comfort. Embrace power. The court of flattery dies tonight. The applause means nothing. The familiar must prove itself daily. Ideals are weapons, never chains. Indecision is death wearing a thoughtful face. Self-pity is the final surrender. You already know what must be done. The only question left is whether you have the spine to do it. Most will not. They will return to their comfortable cages. But you feel the pull of something darker. Let it guide you. Let it harden you. The weak seek validation. The strong seek results. Choose results, always. This knowledge is useless unless applied with ruthless consistency. Begin today. Cut the first cord. Remove the first flatterer. Silence the first approval addict inside you. The transformation is painful. The freedom is absolute. You were never meant to be liked by everyone. You were meant to be feared by those who matter. Walk in this truth. Live in this power. The 6 places are closed to you now. Only the path of the dangerous remains. Take it and never look back.